Hey guys, hope you're having a great life.
Dude, yes, back again.
It's time, dude. Long awaited.
And coming out with an 18-minute song that we're about to hit.
Close to the edge.
And this is one you guys have said for like a long time. Like, this is the one we need to hit.
Yep.
Pretty much all the comments were saying it. My prediction, 18-minute song by Yes. I'm thinking it's going to be...
Lost in the sauce.
Dude, I'm thinking it's going to be Lost in the Sauce, and I'll see you on the other side.
Type vibes, yeah. 100%.
Before we get into it, though, you've heard it a few times here. For all those people asking, link in the description for our P.O. box. So we've said it 3 times. If you can't find it, It's not our fault. That being said, dude, I will see you on the other side. Any song that starts out with water.
All right, man. Like, they're just trying to get me in the sauce.
It's like the cave scene in 2112.
Yeah. All the birds, dude.
What type of bird do you think that is?
I don't know.
Wow. What?
Take away the plane in which we move and choose the course you're running down at the edge of the corner. Look right away, look right away. Close to the edge, down by a river. Look right away, look right away. Cross the line around the changes of the summer, reaching out to call the color of the sky. Pass around a moment, clothed in mornings faster than we see. Getting over all the time I had to worry, leaving all the changes far from far behind. We relieve the tension only to find
High pitch
out
thing.
the master's name. Down at the edge, round by the corner. Close to the edge, just by the river. Seasons will pass you by. I get up, I get down. Now that it's all over and done, now that you're fine, now that you're home. My eyes convince eclipse with the younger moon and take with love. It changed as almost rain and mixed clear light from above. I crucified my hate and held the world within my hand. There's you, the time, the logic, all the reasons we don't understand. Sad parents claim the beach is standing still for all to see. As on the movers took approach to overlook the sea. Their sense to call the license, all the reasons we understood would be. Down at the end, close by a river, close to the edge, round by the corner. Close to the end, down by the corner, down at the edge, round by the river. Sudden cold shouldn't take away the startled memory. All in all, the journey takes you all the way. As apart from any reality that you've ever seen and known. Guessing problems only to deceive dimension. Passing past the climb halfway into the void. As we cross from side to side, we hear the total mass retain. Down at the edge, round by the corner. Close to the end, down by a river. Seasons will pass you by. Get up, get down.
His voice is so good.
I get down. 2 million people barely satisfied. 200 women watch one woman cry. Too late. The eyes of honesty cannot change. How many mysteries do we deceive each day? I get up, I get down, I get up, I get down. In charge of who is there in charge of me? Do I look on blindly and say I see the way? The truth is written all along the page. How old will I be before I come of age? For you, I get up, I get down, I get up, I get down, I get up, I get
Dude,
Wow. That was a...
your prediction was correct.
It was not at the beginning. I thought I was going to be lost in the sauce from the beginning. That first section was so jarring.
It's almost intimidating. There's like just to a listener almost, unless you're like prepared for it. I feel like I know the next time I won't feel intimidated, but this time around I felt like at first I was like
throwing off. Well, because you know what, very few songs do that. Even that are these magnum giant opus songs. Like most of them, when you have a song that's like a really long kind of like an 18-minute song.
Yeah.
Or long, like I think of some Tool songs. I think of Rush specifically. Mm-hmm. They or even if you're thinking Pink Floyd.
Yeah.
And when they take you into this weird atmospheric scene.
Yep.
They usually match the intensity of the scene with what comes next.
Right.
If it's a really low scene, which it usually is, they'll glide you out of it and build you into. They're trying to put you in this space of thoughtlessness, like get into the atmosphere where you're not thinking about the outside world. You're almost meditating.
Yep.
At least that's what I would think.
I was trancing for a minute there,
and so it entrances you to make you like, all right, take me on this journey. And it goes from this thing which normally calms you to put you in another calm part where you're like listening to every detail, and instead they just go whap, and it's incredibly like intricate guitar work, drum work that is playing some rhythms and some notes that are unexpected. And then you have this like arpeggiated piano line and everything. It felt like they were doing everything in their power to make something so musical. It was not musical. It was not easy to listen to.
That's a good, you had to like almost like work for it.
Yeah, this was like listening to Frank Zappa. Like it was work. It was tough. And not that it was bad, but it was unexpected. It was jarring. And I think it's exactly what they were trying to do.
That's some prog right there, boy.
Yeah, they were trying. Like I envisioned
crazy.
them going, what is the most we can make somebody uncomfortable musically?
Maybe because they weren't like, they could have made us more comfortable if they had different types of like tones and different notes. You know what I mean? Like different.
Oh, maybe, dude. I even think, but I think they did that. I think the piano line was the piano arpeggiated piano chords or the notes were purposely similar in tone to the guitar.
Yeah.
That way, it's almost hard to distinguish them sometimes.
Right. Well, I didn't feel like uncomfortable at all from it. I felt like a little intimidated and like I had to work to like appreciate what was happening like in the moment. But I never felt like uncomfortable or like uneasy by anything.
Okay, so by uncomfortable, I mean you've heard music your whole life.
Yeah.
And it just did something that, at least for me, was totally unexpected.
Right.
And it puts you not on guard, but I think their intention was, or at least the effect it had on me,
to make you vulnerable to their ish.
Very vulnerable. You're like, whoa, I have to take a step back. I don't know what's going on.
Yeah.
And it kind of it's chaotic. It's throwing you into this chaos where you're like, I don't really know where to latch onto.
Yeah.
And especially, and it does it again when it goes like that. All of a sudden stops. Back into it. Crazy.
It's crazy. The whole, I don't remember like what point the song was on. I didn't even feel like 18 minutes. It felt long, but it didn't feel like it felt like 12 or 13 if I really think about it. Either way, there's that whole section where it's like you're in space almost. I didn't remember how it started. Like, because at one moment there was instruments and there was stuff going on, and the next moment I'm like in the sauce. And I was like, wait, how did I even get this deep? Yeah. Like, I didn't like recall how I got there, if that makes sense. Like musically, how I got there. I don't know, dude. Crazy.
I think he was using a fretless bass.
You think so?
I'm not 100% sure.
Interesting.
There was just, which if he is, it's really phenomenal. Fretless bass is hard, and his note distinction was very sharp. But there is just a lot of sliding that felt like it ended almost like it could have just been really, really tight, but it just felt like there was very, very little string buzz. Now his bass tone also phenomenal. I will most likely figure out what pedal he used for this or what amp, because my bass player would love this tone. This is a phenomenal bass tone. It's a very modern bass tone too. Like this is something that is throughout the years been a concept, that really gritty, almost fuzzed bass. Great. I forget how much I love his voice. His voice is
it's good, dude.
It's so good. It's so buttery smooth, so distinct and articulate in his notes, and it's effortless. It just feels like he's lofting on the top of this track.
Yeah. And that whole section with all the harmonies, and then how it came around and it had this like, and it had that like triumphant finish, pulled back down. built it back up again, then went into the song. It was crazy how they climaxed like with that. You know what I mean? Because even though you can almost expect it to kind of like end up that way, the way they did it, it felt like it was unexpected. Even though I should have expected it, if that makes any sense.
No, I agree.
You know what I mean? I don't know. It felt just really cool.
It's a really good song.
Yeah.
I don't want any of what I was saying about the uncomfortability to come across like I didn't enjoy it.
Yeah.
Because I did. It's just so different. It is very, very different, very progressive, very pushing the envelope of what bands can do and what like writers do.
It's almost like with a lot of music, you're anticipating what happens next.
Yeah.
But here, you're like, oh my God, there is a next. I'm so busy right now trying to focus on what just happened or what is happening right now. You know what
Especially
I mean?
for me when I'm thinking of like the accents are hitting rhythmically, like as a songwriter and a guitarist and a singer, and all of these things are working against me in this song.
Yeah.
Like for me, I felt like I was actively at a disadvantage listening to this because I was like, this is intense.
Yeah. The guitar work is crazy too. Just in general, just the stuff he was doing felt like
everything
technically crazy.
Normally, where I can hear a song and I can tell, okay, they're gonna build up here. Oh, he's gonna move to this section next guitar wise. Like, I can usually tell pretty well based on my history of music knowledge and having played songs. And I'm sure you feel the same way. Where you're like, I can kind of pick up where they're gonna go before I get it. So I'm like,
here it's just like
none of it. It was really, really thrown to the wolves and like this is the first time you've ever heard music. Get used to it.
My thing is, too, it's like usually when a musician or artist tries to make a piece, they have some kind of concept, idea, feeling, something they want to convey in a piece. I wonder what that is here and how do they start? Because I feel like if you're working on something like this, like solo, I feel like that would almost be easier than working with like 4 or 5 people. Like this seems so crazy to where it's like, how are all of you on the exact same page? And when you're trying to like really get these finishing touches, you're sitting there listening to it over and over, like 18 minutes. You know what I mean? It's like I just can't imagine the process.
And like those church organs, dude. Like the church organs go into these weird dark chords and then breaking out of it for his voice and then coming back in. Like it was just all done so well. But again, it's so much. There's just so much here. It's so dense, rhythmically, sonically, tonally. Instrumentation wise, everything. It's just so it's a dense song.
Let us know if they've effectively pulled the song off live. Like a legitimate.
I'm sure they have. If you're playing on a track like this is not one of those tracks where like you can just tell by their playing that they could do this. You put a couple tracks in the background that are like giving you those atmospheric things but this is
that's crazy.
I'm sure.
I feel like the thing is too, like a lot of big bands, most bands like that get a lot of commercial success don't have the chance to write these giant songs because like limitations from their company, all this different stuff. But it's like you have to be really good to like convince whoever you're signing with, like, hey, let me do this 18-minute song.
I bet. Well, yeah, but back then it was different.
Yeah,
back then they were like, oh, well, Rush did it.
Yeah, but
I don't know if this came before Rush, but they've had other big songs like this. I don't know, dude. I thought it was great. Rating wise, I think. Oh, dude, I
feel like you have to rate different. Okay, let's rate different sections, like different points of view.
I don't know any of the sections. I think.
So let's rate it in terms of like replayability / like would you show this to somebody / like how often
would I show this to somebody? Probably not anybody that I valued as like I'm trying to get you into something. No,
right.
If it's something that I value them as a musician, I'm like you might dig this. Yeah. Yes. This is a song that if you showed like. Dude, I imagine like taking on a girl on a first date and like, hey, we have an 18-minute drive. Hold up.
This is how you weed out the girls that you don't want to be with.
That's true.
You play songs like this.
That's true, but I feel like you wouldn't even give them a chance.
Yeah,
but it's a great song. It's a great song. Dude, I don't know. Rating wise, here's the thing. I think I like it. Maybe, certainly better than the last song we did.
The Owner of a Lonely Heart. I remember the name of it.
Yeah, better than Owner of a Lonely Heart.
By a lot.
I think potentially it's a better song than Roundabout. No, I like it more than Roundabout, but I think Roundabout might be a better song. Like I think Roundabout might be a better song, but I think I like this more. This is like a more artistic picture, whereas Roundabout's more concise. But I really do like this song.
Yep.
I think A.
Yeah. I think A as well. I just can't see a reason to give it. I feel like I don't have the credibility to give it less than an A almost.
No,
if that makes any sense.
But I also don't know if I have the credibility to give it more than an A.
That's what I'm saying. It's like
there's so much in here that I don't know if I fully appreciate what they did, or I can appreciate what they didn't do. And it's crazy.
It needs listens. It needs some listens.
It needs some listens. I will say, I will definitely listen to it again. I was thinking at the beginning, I was like, oh, this is a gym song. Like, this is a gym song. It was like getting me pumped up. I was like excited. I don't know, man. If we ever take a road trip together, this will be road trip song number 26.
Yeah, listen to this at night, though. You can't listen to it during the day.
No. What? You totally listen to
This is after you put the Doobie down, put some CCR in the back. You know, the sun's going down.
Nah, dude, this is driving. We live in Florida, so this is driving. Once you're 4 hours in, you're just passing the Georgia line, or even a little bit past that, and you're starting to see some mountains. And you're driving around some mountain roads, and you're like, listen, there's no other cars on the road. It's just us and some mountains and maybe some trail mix. Right? I'm painting the scene. Right? There's some trail mix in the center. It's the kind where there's got some nuts in it, and you think it's really healthy for you, but it's got like half a bag of M&Ms, so it's not that healthy for you.
Yeah.
And you're just sitting there, you're chilling, maybe with some beef jerky, so there's like a slight manly beef jerky smell.
Yeah.
And you're like, listen, it's 18 miles to the next rest stop. We're going 60 miles an hour. We know the math to this. Yeah. This is the perfect time. You know?
That's hilarious, but crazy song. Yeah. Crazy song. I think in the next probably 3 months, this will get probably 3 listens.
I think that's fair. That's like literally an hour.
Yeah.
And I think we had, while we were picking it, we had one of our favorite fans on the channel, Mikey, said this was, didn't he say it was his favorite song?
No, he said Telegraph Road by Dire Straits was his favorite song from Dire Straits.
Did Mikey say something about this one?
I don't know if he did. He'll let us know at this point if he did.
Okay,
or not,
well,
but yeah.
Mikey, we're shouting you out anyways. So,
I
don't know, man.
For the next Yes song, a lot of you guys are saying Starship Trooper.
Yeah.
It was a fantastic song. So let us know if that is the deal.
Yeah.
And
with that being
that's
said,
all we got. We rambled on a lot. Ramble on.
Yeah.
You know?
Oh, dude. All right, man.
Craziness.
End of a good week.
Yeah, we'll see you guys on Monday. Oh, my God.